I know a ton has changed since we talked to you last time. But as far as first day in full pads, what changes for you as far as running back? I mean, are you getting hit more, or is it still all the same?
I mean, it's still kind of the same because our defense always goes 100 miles per hour. But I feel like there's a little change because our offensive lineman can actually move and attach to them now that we have full pads on and actually move without, being in shells and them having to stop and slow down. So I feel like that plays a part too.
How important is getting used to the physicality again when you get back into pads?
I feel like it's very important because running backs get hit every play. If they're blocking, running, you just get hit for no reason. You just get hit for no reason. So I feel like when we get back in pads, we should be able to get really downhill.
I know last year you and Garret were kind of getting the same reps down the stretch. Kind of what did you see from him kind of developing kind of into his later, kind of through the guaranteed rate bowl?
I mean, we all know Garret was always going to be a good player. He's a great player. But I feel like, it takes time as us growing up. Because we were both freshmen last year, So I feel like, as time goes, we mature more. So I feel like he's in an even better shape now.
He looks like he's bigger now. Has he bulked up some?
He gained a little weight, and the boy getting swollen.
Can you tell a difference in how he plays? I mean, I know you're not necessarily on the catching end of it. He passes that often, but
you can tell he's really patient. He's more patient now, and he goes all the way through his progressions. He makes the better throws. I mean, he always been a good passer.
For you, was there anything in particular that you came into August wanting to either have gotten better at before you got here or focus on now?
Getting more downhill. That was what I wanted to focus on.
You had a good start today to the team. I think you caught a pass out of the backfield. Are you getting pretty comfortable with that role?
Yes, sir. In this offense, the running backs, we have to be able to play, catch and run because it's going to open up a lot of everything. So I feel like we have to also know how to catch and run the ball about the same.
How would you characterize the competition right now in team between the offense and the defense?
I feel like it's just best on best. That's what you need preparing for season.
Team went on quite a bit today, too. Coach Gundy said he wanted to, because there's a day off tomorrow, wanted to make sure everybody got their lungs going for sure.
I mean, I feel like in the long run, it's going to help us. Like Coach Gundy says, in the third and fourth quarter, when teams get tired, they fall apart. So for us to do this out here, I feel like keep us together and learn how to fight through the adversity of being tired.
How have you seen Jaden evolve as a leader?
Jaden, last year, me and Jaden really had to be quiet because we were younger. But now this year, it's a lot of more talking in the room. Like I said, if we see something, we'll talk to each other like, hey, this is what I see. Maybe this will help you better if you back your steps up. So I feel like with that, Jaden has definitely evolved in being a leader.
With none of you guys having a ton of experience here, does Wozniak help a lot in that leadership for the room?
I mean, yeah, Coach Woz, he always pitches his part in. He's a great coach. He always tells us what we need to hear and what we need to do right and what we're doing wrong. He tells us our rights or wrongs. So with him and us just communicating, it's great.
Can you talk a little bit about Bowman? Because he didn't get to talk to media. But one of the things, because he's doing a journal for us. Mm-hmm. And the other day, he spoke for 2 minutes without stopping, never said a word about himself. He complimented the defense. He complimented Cowboy Dining for the food right now during camp.
No, for real. Shout out to them now.
Really?
But, yeah, definitely. But Alan Bowman, he's just a great guy. He's not a selfless person. I mean, he is a selfless person. He's not a selfish person. And he's really a great leader, too. He's been in the game for a minute, so I just feel like he knows the majority of what he's talking about all the time, And he's just a great guy all around. He's a guy you want on your team.
How does he help build that trust? Because I imagine it could be awkward for a guy coming in, being older, but being a part of a new team. How did you kind of build that along the way?
I mean, with him coming in, he just told us, like we was in the team meeting, he told us, he was like, I know I'm new. I'm not about to come in here just because I'm older and act like I know everything. He was like, I'm going to adapt to y'all's customs, and we're just going to go by that. And after that, he had the respect from everybody.
What are you most excited about for your season?
Just playing with my guys. I told you, championships is what we want.
What have you worked on the most, you think, this offseason? What is going to be different about this Ollie Gordon than last season?
Very more versatile.
In what ways?
As in catching and getting downhill.